I think, 3/8, or 3/4.
Right here?
Yes, and it is a habitat for all sorts of animals and birds. And the animals come across the fields and through the tree farms and then hop South Shore Drive and go over there. And further development of this area on the non-lake side of South Shore Drive is going to upset that habitat and the ecosystem in the marsh. Been undeveloped forever, since the United States took ownership of the land. No one has ever done anything with that marsh. We like to keep it that way. And the way it's been for the 60 years, my husband's been down here, and the 60 years other people have been down here.
Okay. All right, I do know that there was, again, a discussion starts and then it gets all out of control. And I heard all the things that I just heard mentioned here. The final action was for a rezone from A3 to C2, 1 5-acre portion. That's where we're at, and that's what our action was on, so.
Could I just add that there's an existing lot and house there right now? This is not a new build.
Okay.
It's an existing house.
Right.
All right.
Is that the 5 acres that's going to be peeled off?
Yes,
So there's not going to be a second house?
no,
Not at this point, no.
Well, what's to preclude another 5 acres being peeled off, or 2.5?
the zoning right now.
And a request, and a separate request. Yeah. And you know, like I mentioned, with our land use plan, that area there is designated other agricultural, rural residential, other open land, 5 to 9 acres per dwelling, all right? The action was for 1, and that's what we acted on, and that's it, so.
But that doesn't preclude another area peeled off in the future, in essence creating a subdivision,
No, your credit subdivision has to be more than 4 lots by our own.
or a minor subdivision.
Well, no, the town of Detroit version says if it's 4 or more, the state laws be 5 or more, so, okay. All right, thank you for your input on that one. All right, next item,
Second item is a conditional use for a pond and berm at Bell School Road, PET 3600007, John Schaefer, owner, Jeff Johnson, applicant. And, the applicant came before us and indicated that there was a section of land that, was very wet. And so they wanted to turn that into a pond. The soil is not being removed from there. Actually, the applicant, I asked, what are you doing with the soil? He told me they were putting it back on the berm, that the land would be farmed except where the lake would be. So the farming would take place around it. This was a very split vote by the planning commission. It went 4-3. I know there was concern about keeping it because it is prime agricultural land by definition, strictly agricultural. I personally felt that it was within the vein of agriculture and that it was not a development. The board voted 4-3 to pass this. So I asked the town board to approve